Hello, how are you? My name is Anthony Gray of Grayscale Painting. Well, we're gonna do another one of these here log cabin type of deals here. Okay, I'm gonna try a slightly different approach with clouds. We're gonna try to make this a evening scene of some sort. All right. Okay. Well, I thought I had everything pretty much laid out, but I did not. I have to add a little bit of black. So let's get a little bit of that going here. Just a little bit, don't need too much. All right, let's look down here at UNDERWOOD for one hot second. We have titanium white, cad yellow, phthalo blue, cad orange, and cad red. Got some burnt sienna, or is it burnt umber? It's burnt umber. And we have black here. All right. Okay, so that's what we have down here on the palette. This is just wax paper in a stay wet palette. All right. Now off camera you don't see it, but I do have a jar of water and some vegetable glycerin. Like I said, the glycerin will help keep things smooth and rolling along and everything. I really won't need too much of it for this painting. Just maybe like I say, for the evening sky and the type of cloud I want to put in there. And we're going to get rolling right on it right now. So I'm taking some glycerin, vegetable glycerin. Okay, vegetable glycerin comes out like syrup. Once the air gets to it, it becomes more lucid or more watery. All right. Okay, like I said, I just need a thin coat of this stuff. Now what you see here is just residue paint from my last painting that I've done, which is why you see it, you know, that little color. But trust me, that color staining the white paper means nothing. Trust me. Now, the amount of glycerin I just put on here is most likely too much. I'll put it down here where it represents the water. It might evaporate by the time I get to the water, or maybe not, who knows. It all depends on the temperature of the room. Okay, so like I said, this might be a little much for the glycerin, which I can easily wipe off, but I'm gonna work with it anyway. Okay, we're going right in, look down here, going into my phthalo blue. Okay, and I'm gonna get a little bit of black. I'll put the black on the other side, just like that. So a little bit of blue, a little bit of black. All right, so we're gonna try for a weird evening-ish type of vibe here. Okay, and you know, a little bit of that black, a little bit of that blue is just kindly mixing in there a little bit. Okay, and I need it fairly decently dark. I'm gonna get a little bit of black once again, just on the corner. Okay, and the black helps to kind of keep things a little more solidified in darkness. I can keep the black down below to kind of frame the building a little bit. There's gonna be trees and all sorts of yumminess going on around in there, but I'll try to keep that little light bluish tinge up there. So what I'll do is very coyly sneak in some blue and maybe a little ounce of white right up here in this corner, right up in here. I'll just keep playing with it. Now I'm gonna sneak maybe a slight tinge of white in there, just like that. Just not too much, because I'm gonna softly blend all of this. All right. Okay. So with this very soft brush, I'm gonna go into the light area first, and very lightly I'm gonna smooth out the light area very smoothly. Now I got a Hake brush too, Hake, and I'm gonna use that for blending also. And I'm gonna go into this darker area here lightly. Mainly I want to get out the streak marks, basically. So I will blend very lightly, like so. Okay, I'm gonna go the other way around with it. A little whiter circles there. Now I have quite a bit of glycerin on here, so that paint's moving around quite nicely. It's still a very, very light touch. Okay, I'll probably more or less keep it like that. Okay, and I'm gonna take the Hake brush. I'm gonna smooth all of that out. I have a very large one, about 3 inches. Okay, and very soft X strokes. Very soft. Just like that, X strokes. Very soft. Get a nice little blend going here. No more, no less than what you see right now. Just like that. All right. We're gonna have a nice sized cloud covering most of this, but it's gonna be some big cumulus cloud, big puffy thing. All right. And I don't have to really add anything to this white because it's gonna soak up the color of what we have here because it's still very wet. So as you see, I got a nice little amount of paint. This glob of paint here on this very soft brush, okay, it's gonna wear down. I'm gonna get the bulk of what I want that will be white, and as you see, I'm just rolling in circles. And also, as you see, once I get the shapes down, especially around the edges here, okay, keep the edges pretty distinct. As you see, it's getting darker. Just look at what I'm doing here. See how it's getting darker? It's getting into that blue and black. Okay. It's all right. Keep going. You're making instant values and everything doing this. This is going to be a nice sized cloud in there. Just like that. All right. And I'm going to keep going on the other side here. Mix that white in with that blue black. Need some of that nice mysteriousness down in there. Just like that. I'm not going to rub or anything like that. Keep it just the way you see it right now. Where's my little rag? I usually have a little towel, little rag. I wipe off the extra paint. Okay. So it's almost like dry brushing. Okay. And I'm going to come in here. I'm going to smooth some of this out. Because I want some of that, the bright to stick around in there. Now, watch this. Getting another little dot of white. Look at that. All right, and you're going to continue that on up around in here. A little more white than that. A little more white than that. I want the bulk of the color on one side of the cloud. Okay. Bring it out a little bit past here. Just like that. It will get darker, trust me. This stuff will start changing color on it. Bring some of that around in there. And we're going to keep on fleshing it out. A lot of these clouds that you see down here on the bottom, you're not going to see very much of. But the person looking at the painting won't know that. Bring some of that here. Circular motion. Don't try to rush it. See how it just gets dark by its own little lonesome there? Okay. I'm going to come around in here. Work some of that. So I'm still not going to smooth anything out yet. Keep it just like that. Smooth some of that out. I'm going to take some more white because I want to bulk out this area right in here. Get some of that glow in here, in this area there. Then I can stir around. See this? This is where I want some of that light area to come for that. I'm wiping off the paint, and I'm just gonna wear some of that down around in this area here. Just like that. Come out here, wear it away, just like that. Wear it right away. Okay, let's get some more white. Didn't clean off my brush. Let's put some of that up around here. Watch. Now, as I'm up here, concentrating on where I want some of that white. As we got it there, then we're just gonna kind of rub the other stuff away in a circular motion. Just like that. I'm wiping off the paint off the brush. Come around here where I got some of this brighter stuff. Just like that. You're getting all sorts of values and all sorts of fun stuff happening there. There we go. Kind of soften some of those up there. And we'll lightly wear away the rest. Okay. All right. Get some more bright. And we'll put some of that bright stuff in here. And we're going to bulk out some of that brightness in here. Everything else gets a little secluded. But right around in here, just wiping off my brush. Just taking a little bit right here in the middle, kind of brighten that up right up in there. That's where I want all the bulk of the brightness. After I do that, I'll wipe off my brush, and once again, you just scum a little and fade away the rest. Just like that, fade it right away. Okay. And here I'll smooth some of this out a little bit. Down in here, I can just lightly, we'll just fade some of that. It really don't matter much. Okay. We're gonna add other stuff in here, but right now, slowly building up texture and different tones. Especially when some of this paint starts to dry, you can really delve into it a little bit there. Smooth stuff out, drag stuff on a little bit more. Okay, let's go to the other side. Right up around in this area in here. We'll start right here from the center. Take that. Okay, and then once again, take it in circles. Sometimes I'm going clockwise and counterclockwise. Jumping, skipping around a little bit. See that? Instant cloud tones, instant values of the blues and the whites and some of the grays that are happening here. Very lightly smooth out the bright part here. Just like that. Okay. Just like so. And keep it going, keep moving with it. I'm gonna lightly kind of smooth some of that out there. Get interesting pockets in there. Let's kind of smooth these out a little bit. There. Get rid of some of that sharp line. I don't want the lines that sharp. Go in here. We're gonna bulk up that spot right in there. Just like that. All you're doing is really just adding some brightness in there. Just like that. See that? I'll do it again. You can keep adding and adding and adding. We'll do one right here. I'm just taking some of that brightness. See, I want that intensity of the brightness, but we're gonna kind of make the other stuff disappear a little bit. Oh, you're looking for really some bright stuff happening in there like that. Okay, where maybe the last vestiges of sunlight might be. All right. See that? Soften up some of these. See how you can keep just building and building and building and building. Okay. just building layers on top of layer on top of layer. Up here, we're gonna do something like this. You know those fancy cumulus clouds that be swirling around? That's basically all we're doing right there. Soft on the bottom there. Maybe a little softness up on the top there. We're gonna get another one going. Something like that here. Different types of clouds in there. Just disappear in there. Go in one direction with it. Gently sweep. See that? Sweep it in one direction. All controlling your hand pressure. All that good stuff. Look at that. Make it disappear in there. Just like that in one little swoop. Now, as that's happening, you can now bulk up to show that this cloud's in front a little bit. Just like that. Don't worry, we'll straighten it all out. Circles and semicircles. See how you blend it back now? Blend it all the way back there. Just like so. I can soften up some of those edges. They're brighter, so it's not necessarily going to blend in with what you see back there. And yet I'm going to still keep some of that dark in between the clouds. It's just something you just have to keep working at. I can start wearing away some of these. There. Start kind of throwing your weight around, so to speak. There we go. The more you do the circular stuff, the more it blends in there. Okay. Clean off my brush here. The brush I have is a little large, so I'm gonna get a smaller, softer, or not a softer, but a smaller mop brush. Wetting the bristles on my smaller brush. Get some more white. Now this time we're really concentrating on a smaller area, just like so. Just like that. Okay. And then you just wear that stuff away. You're half into the other color, half into the white. And I'm going to show you something else as I'm doing this to help really sell this separation here. Okay. After I brighten up one more spot, like I say, some spots need to be accented a little more. Just like that. Wipe off the rest. And you just lightly blend that stuff away, just like that. And you leave it be. Look at that. So we got all sorts of interesting pockets. I'm trying to keep the brightness not really at the edge, but you know, somewhere here in the middle. Just like that. Okay. Right in the middle. You wear it away down there like that. See this? So you got little high spots right here, right? Not necessarily at the end, just like that. I'm wiping away the paint, half in the paint, half in the old stuff there that you've already previously put down there. All right, I'm just getting a little tap of paint. Put a little dot right up in there. Like I say, a lot of this that you're looking at, you might not even see. I know you're not going to see. But it's good to build it up like it's going to be the only thing out there. Okay, it won't be, but it's good to build it up and just pretend that this is the focal point. It won't be, but it's good to pretend. Here, where's some of that away? Now watch what I'm going to do here to even sell this more. We're going to take a little bit of, come down here. We're going to take a little bit of this dark umber here. I'm going to go right here in this corner. Take a little bit of blue in that. This is actually going to be the bottom of the cloud. It needs more brown. Basically, I'm just going to gray it out here. All right. So we got a nice. Now, if I add a little white to this, it turns gray. This would be a great cloud bottom. Okay, just like that. It's a good color for it. All right, you ready? Watch this. Right on the bottoms, and we're gonna marry all this together, just like this. Okay, I'll put some here in here like this, just like that. Put some in between here, and some of it up in here, and some of it right up in here. Now remember, the glycerin keeps this wet for a little bit. Okay, so it looks kind of crazy. Just for right now, watch what happens. You're gonna marry that white into that gray. Look at this. Look, blend it right in there. See that blend? Look at that. Blend it in there. Look at this. Look what happens. You got cloud bottoms now. See that? Wait till it's all blended. Marry the two colors together to almost where it disappears. Drag it out a little bit. See those cloud bottoms now? Look at that. See that? Now you got instant turbulence. All right, that looks to be some nasty weather brewing forth here. See that? You can be as dramatic with them as you want. You can even add more white clouds into that to build up more intensity. Okay, really up to you. It's your world and how you want to portray your clouds. All right, those are some nasty clouds there. Let's take a little bit of white and we'll play around with some watch this, right on top of some of these here, just like that. Put it right up in there. See this? All right, so you got some clouds kind of flittering around in there in between some of these folks here, just like so. Not necessarily all over the place. Okay, I'm just smoothing out some of those, just like that. You know how often you can just keep playing with this and keep playing with this. Definitely your world and how you want to do stuff. All right. Up here, I just added some random strokes like that, and random things like that in there. I know it looks a little wild, but watch this. You twirl that stuff right out there. Bring some of that in there. Don't necessarily have to press as hard. You just open it up there. Some parts you'll keep, some parts you'll just blend away like that. All right. Really crazy with the clouds here. Okay, so if we start pulling this stuff back a little bit, you got clouds like that going on. Okay. And like I say, you can keep playing with this, because now you can start scumbling different portions of brightness in there. Get some, it's just pure titanium white, and just like I say, I'm just scumbling some really bright areas, not necessarily all over the place, but really highlight some really stark bright areas in there. Just scumble away all the rest, smooth it out. See this? And these are just the clouds. I didn't even put the trees in yet. But you get really dramatic happenings in there. Okay. All right. Talk about some craziness for clouds. I gotta wake up a batch here. This part here, it bothers me a little bit. One is not apparently lumpy enough for me. So we're gonna play with that. We're gonna kind of add a little more lumps to it there. Here. Just a little bit more, just like that, and brighten it up on one side a little bit. Using the smaller brush, and I'll lightly vary your hand pressure, very lightly. We'll marry that into the grayish tone that we have in there. I just want a different shape to that cloud. Just like that. There we go. Start blending some stuff in there. All right, I'll clean off my brush. We're gonna move on to some foliage. So we're gonna move up from there, come down around here. All right. We're gonna get a big, giant mass of green going on here. Now, everything is an okay. So I do want some green in there. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna bulk out and flesh out the green. Okay. And then after we flesh out that green, we'll start adding details in that green. All right. So I'm going with my brown. I'm gonna come here where I had the blue anyway. I'm gonna get some phthalo blue in that brown. Once again, like the cloud color, a little on the dark side. I'm gonna get the tiniest bit of black, add it in there. And I want some interesting right now, as of now, I want some interesting tree patterns going on. It can be deciduous trees, it can be pine trees. Okay. Let's go for we'll go the deciduous route. Now, like I said, you wouldn't necessarily see a lot of these clouds. All right, right now I'm just interested in some very unique cloud or tree shapes right now. Okay. Where some of the tree shapes are showing through yonder clouds. We'll bring some down here like this. Okay. I'm going back into my brown. I'm gonna need plenty of this color, a little more black, and some phthalo blue in there. Mix it together pretty good here. I'm only gonna use the tip of the brush, okay, because I like interesting little tree patterns, and we can do the tree patterns in that dark, like I'm doing now. Just interesting little shapes here. Come on up here like this. All right. Now those are the interesting dark shapes I need. Okay. Anything down below can get a little more solid, and it'll start looking like forest back there. See this? Just darken it right up there. And basically blocking out interesting shapes and color. Bring it right down there. Just like that. All right. Right down in here, pretty dark. And down in here, in between the house here, it's pretty dark. Right in there. There. Okay. Just like that. Okay. As that dries, as you see, you know, most of the clouds are gone, but you still got enough in there to just see something's happening up there. That's a crazy looking cloud, right? There's a whole lot of movement going on there. Okay. So we'll bring it back down here again. Okay. So we got pretty much our cloud stuff happening here. Cool. All right. I don't have any green. We're going to make our own greens. But let's start blocking out a little bit of the land. Okay. So I'm getting some phthalo blue. Okay. And this with the same 2-inch thick brush, getting a little bit of yellow in that phthalo. Getting a touch of black in there. Darken it up a little bit here. No glycerin or anything like that, not even water. Okay, and I just want to establish some grass here. Fairly dark back here. There's like a little 2 hills, okay, which go empty into some water. So I'm just blocking in all this stuff with the black and blue, greenish tinge here. So it's a little on the dark greenish side here, just like that. Just blocking this area in, like so. Okay. Just like that. Okay. Now, depending on your monitor, you can't tell the difference between the colors here, but there is a difference, a color difference. We're gonna go down below here. We're gonna go a little bit lighter. This is more or less in the front. Okay, so look down here again. Get a little, let's go with the yellow this time and put the yellow there. A little bit of blue. So yellow, blue, little tinge of white in there. Let's lighten it up a little bit. Once again, this is just a little background color, base color rather, for the front in here. Okay, and here we go. This time I will kind of give a nice little separation of the mound of the hill right here, and it goes down into the water a little bit. But basically after that, you're just blocking all of this in. Okay, block it all in. Just blocking in the different values there. Put it right in there. Any one of you can do the very same type of painting. This painting is going to be a collaboration with my painting partner, Karen Underwood. She will do an oil painting version of what you see here. So that should be very, very interesting at the time of this taping. Okay, so if you would like to learn more in detail of how we do what we do, and love you to check out the site Home Artist Academy, to which I am a part of, where we really take our time and show you this and be free to answer questions, all that fun stuff. Okay, there. All right, now comes the glycerin. Why am I adding glycerin? Well, remember the water? The water will take a different tinge to it. Okay, the water will be somewhere down here and not too far off from this green that you're looking at. Okay, which is why I never clean my brush. Okay, get a little bit of that blue. That might be too much blue. The blue and green are closely related, so it's not too bad. Straight down here for a second. Probably wrap around in here somewhere. A little tinge of yellow in there, especially around in this part, this corner right in there. Now, you're not going to see no variances until I brighten it up a little bit of orange, a little bit of white. Probably around in this area here. Right up in here like that. Not much, just right up around in there. All right. Now, very lightly, wave it across. Look at that. You see what's going on here? Look at that. Do the same thing on that other side there a little bit, just a little bit. And I'll more likely leave it just like that. I'm not really worried about this spot right in here. And I'll leave it all alone. All right, that's a very nice little glare we got going down there. Kind of corresponds with that stuff up there. You come down, and there it is. We can actually add a little more love to it right in here. Yes, I'm brightening it up just a little, just right in there. Okay, I'm wiping off my brush immediately. Okay, and once again, come on the other side, do the same thing. It's like that, very, very lightly. Come back around. Some come out a little further, some don't. Just like that. Just bring some out a little more. Bring some back out that way. That's like that. All right. I'm gonna wise up this time. I'm taking the palette knife. This time we're gonna put some trunks in there. I got a little bit of the come down here, you'll see it. A little bit of the umber there, mixing it in a little bit with the green. Okay, we'll tease a little bit of white in there. Pop a little white and just turn it a little brownish gray for us. Okay, wipe it right out there. Get a little swipe of it right across. All right, it's a little thick, but that's all right. Okay, in here, well, I'm gonna just take the knife. And I don't even have to go towards the bottom a little exactly. Just kind of pop some in here. Keep them fairly close to each other like that. Have some go straight up in the air like that. They don't necessarily mean you're going to see every one of these, but they'll be placed there. Okay, we'll put one right up in here like so. And we'll pop some up. Hold up. Need some more. Need a little more. Pop one right here. It's like that. Put some down there like this. Pop a couple of them here. Put one coming up here like that. Maybe one there. You don't need too many of them. Okay. All right. That's about all I need of that, believe it or not. Things are about to get kind of interesting. Oh, usually I do the leaves with a fan brush. Usually, let's take a giant round brush here. Okay, it's a size 10. Come down here. We're gonna get a little bit of yellow. I'm gonna try to aim all of this. I'm gonna go deeply into the bristles. I'm gonna get a little bit of blue. Pop it there because we gotta make our own green. Okay. Get a little bit of black. Put the black in there. Watch this. Black and yellow also makes green. There you go. Okay. All right. We're going to do these in groupings. Okay. Let's test it out. This, yep. Okay. You're not going to be able to see this very good because one is it's quite dark, but I do like the way it looks. So I'm using a brush that's pretty flat. All right, so basically, even though you don't see it yet, you will. As I do these, you'll see them when I start brightening up things here. All right, I'm covering up some of the bark, not all of it. Well, some of the trunks of the trees anyway. Getting more blue, getting some more yellow. Get a little bit of white to brighten it up a little bit here, so you guys can actually see what the heck I'm doing. Now I'm getting some black to kind of kill some of that, gray it up a little bit. Okay, you should be able to see this, and I'm going kind of heavy into the bristles with this thing. Okay, open up the bristles a little bit, get those shapes going. Now watch, just a touch. Okay, just a touch. And I'm doing them in groupings. Hopefully you guys can see a little bit of what I'm doing here. Okay, the important thing is when you space these, you space them out. Like I say, you won't see it really well until I actually put some highlights in these, and I'll put a little bit of highlight in them so you guys can see exactly what's going on here, because I know you don't really see it yet. All right, but wait until I highlight this stuff. Get a little bit of white, some yellow in that white, and I'm going to take some water, loosen up this paint. A thin paint sticks to a thick paint. Okay. Now here is where I got to be a little careful. Open up the bristles. A very light touch. Okay. Now the light source, if you can see from the clouds, is coming from this direction. Look at this. Do them in groupings. There we're grouping right here. All right. Look at that effect. Do another grouping, especially up towards the top, where you know the light's going to hit. Come out here, just like that. Another grouping. Come down here. Turn that brush around. Another grouping. Look at that. Bring some of that down here. Some of that love up here. Right where you see the bark at, that's where you put some. You start grouping them. I'm gonna leave that one dark. Let's start right here. See that? Groups. Put them in groups. Right just above the house there. I'll keep that one dark too. But let's lighten up some of these guys up here. Just like that. Some big ones there. Just like that. Okay. But you see how it's coming along here. Right up here. Let's pop one. A couple of them right up in there. Turn the brush around. Gives me different bits of foliage colors in there. Just like that. Oh, I can take the brush and give it a slight little push. Get some, see a slight push? Look at that. Get some bushes down here. Just like that. That's about right. That's about all I need right there. Okay. But look at what you have in a few seconds. Look. You can do the same exact thing. Same thing. Okay. Very same thing I just did. You can do also. Okay. You can still see some of the trunk subdued in there. All right. You got a little bit of the clouds in there showing through. All right. Some of them kept dark so that just gives you the illusion of more density in the woods. Okay. All right. Look at that up there. See that? Okay. All right. Let's come down, further down, right in here. Let's deal with the land mass a little bit. Okay. Now that I'm done talking, with the grass here, I could use either a flat brush or the fan brush that's, commonly used. I'm gonna use a flat brush today. Okay. All right. Let's go back into here. As you can see, we got enough of this light green stuff happening. I don't want it that light. We're gonna turn it a little bit dark. So getting some black, we're gonna gray it up a little bit, getting a little touch of red. Little touch of red in there. Now we got this magenta-esque look to this. Okay. Now, with that magenta, that purplish color, we're gonna yellow it up a bit. Okay. It'll return some of our green, but it's more like a dark olive green. And it's very important to kind of put the paint in the bristles. Okay. All right. Now, if you're a little gun shy about how it might look, go to the side, pick up a spot, okay, and practice where you think, you know, it's not going to be seen. I'm just getting a little paint off the bristles here, okay, and we're going to light touch, very light. See this? Light little patchy touches there, just like so. Now that's not giving me the grass I'm looking for, so that gets wiped away. All right, I need more of a grassy look. This is the correct brush I'm looking for. I need my short towel here so I can wipe some of this paint off. I need the bristles open a little bit. Okay, that's all. So let's see if that'll give me the look I'm looking for. Yep, it does. Took some of the paint off the bristles. Now I got that grassy look I'm aiming for here, and it's dark. We'll highlight it, but not like you think. But I do got that grassy look. Now it has to come downward, angle downward. We're going into a hill. Okay. As I highlight this, you'll see it more and more. But right now, I'm just getting the look of everything. Just like that. Come on down. Come on down. As we highlight this, it will look, you'll see, it'll look a lot more like it's supposed to. I'm adding a little white to this, which is returning some of that green, but it's not like super bright green, but it is green. I'll add a little yellow. I'll brighten it up just a slight bit. All right, here, this should do. Okay, we'll come here. Yeah, I don't really want it too much over there, but maybe up here, right around that bend, right in there. All right, and get that bend going. Okay, just like this. Look, get that bend. See how you get that bend happening? Get a lot of it up here, and you thin it out, and you go in that downward angle. Okay. Come up here. And you're gonna come down, come down, come down, come down. See that bent angle there? Okay. I'll put a little bit of it up here, a little bit, just a little bit like that. But I wanted the grass to be a little subdued there. Okay. And I'll pop in a couple little straight patches back there. I'll drag it upward a little bit, give it the appearance of grass. Just a little bit though, only in certain spots. Like that. I like that. All right. This guy's next. You handle everything in stages, okay? Right in there. Okay. Now that we've did it with this brush, all right, just to show you one, it can be done. All right. It definitely can be accomplished with a flat brush. Oh, we'll go with a fan. We'll go with this guy. This is a number 8 fan brush. Okay. That grass is a little brighter. Okay, we're going into more yellow, into the same mix. Come down here, look at what I'm doing here. All right, I'm still mixing in some of that gray. Okay. A slight touch of white just to brighten it a little bit. Just like that. Okay. Start adding in some grass to the lighter area here. All right, now here's the door. So obviously, you know, we got a little bit of flat land here. And so I'll accentuate some of the flat land. just like this, in patches. All right, but then as we come here, yep, you got that bend there. Okay, I'm really accentuating that edge there. Okay, down here. All right, and once again, you get that curve going. See that? Get that curve. Do it in patches. Make sure it's coming straight downward. Come here, turn it. Don't be afraid of the turn. See it? Turn it. And look at this, right here. Right in here is a little plane that kind of stretches out flat there, but all the rest here is all grass going down the hill. As you see, it's not overly bright. Okay. Got a little bit of flat plane right there. We'll highlight a little bit of that. A little bit. Okay. Let's get a little bit of white added in there. Now that I put the white in there, it turns that grayish color. Light gray. Add some yellow in that. It's a good highlight color. No glycerin or anything. The brighter the color, the less you need. Where you're going to kind of, well, get a little bit of sunlight right in here. Not a lot. Just like in here a little bit. But that it's the top of the hill, so it kind of give the curve right in there. So we're going to highlight that curve just like that. And you bring some of that love straight down like this. Highlight the curve of the hill that comes downward like that. Definitely wild grass, and it's fine. It's great. It's a beautiful thing. Come on down here and bring some of that down this way, a little bit down here, especially here where it's kind of upright. Look at this. Just like that. Bring it down there, that little flat plateau looking thing there. Bring some of that coming upward. Up here. Just like that. Come on down in there, like a little bit in there. Kind of put some of that down in there, like that. Join some of those together. Okay. Alrighty. Pretty cool. Okay. Let's pull back a little bit. See what you have so far. See that? Okay. Now that we're down here, I can approach this a few different ways, but I want something a little peaceful, a little cool, nice to look at. So look at my brush, come down here. I'm going into a little bit of umber, a little bit of black. Okay, a little umber, a little black. I need more than what I'm making, so let's get a little bit more umber, a little bit more black, just like that. All right, let's come up to the board here. Let's put some rock pebble thingies up in there, all right? Just jutting out there like this. Just like that. Okay, now the key to doing these and doing them right, okay, when you come down, remember your water's horizontal, okay? No matter what the angle is for your rock, okay, it's straight. So we got all sorts of shapes, or I can have a rock come way up here. It's all right, follow the curvature of your land here, but that is horizontal, just like that. Okay, you can get really interesting. Let's put a wide one right here. Okay, now remember, you gotta follow the curvature of your hill. Okay, but right here it can be lumpy. Okay, but it's got to be horizontal on the bottom, just like so. Horizontal, keep it horizontal on the bottom, straight as you can, like that. It can be all lumpy and crazy up here, but it's got to be angled here, but horizontal, going across. All right, we'll put one kind of, we'll put a, I don't really want to get rid of all of that blue there. I like that blue, so we'll play right around in here like this, because I like that dark blue there. I don't want to get rid of the dark blue in this area. Okay, so what we'll do a cute little cheat. We'll put a boulder right in here like this. Okay, we'll put one right here, just like that. Darken it right in for our rock. Little gentle rock right in there. All right, just like that. Okay, so we have our little foreground guy right here. We got a couple of stuff hanging around here. Okay, all right. Let's start shading some of these guys in. I'll use a smaller brush. I'm going to use a very tiny, long handle number 2 bright brush. And we're going to start using a little more white into the gray mixture that I already have here. Okay. Actually, before I do that, let's go into some of this dark gray that I do have. This will do lovely for the first coating of these rocks. Okay. Oh, we'll pull in a little bit so you guys get a closer view of these rocks. Let's go upward. They're the focal point right now, so we'll do that. Okay. Starting from the guy right here in the back. Okay, the light source is over here, so we're gonna aim that light source just like it's over here. Okay, and just like this. Keep on going. We're going to keep going with it. All right. Now, if some of the paint appears to be wearing off, that's even better. It's okay, because we're going to start doing all sorts of fancy little highlights and all of that, but we're going to just mainly color in some of these rocks here, get some of that rock color going, just like that. And we're going to get the appearance of roundness on some of these fellas, but you're not going to make all of that darkness disappear. We're not going to do that. Okay. But they all pretty much retain the same kind of color, just like that. I'm turning the brush around, get some of that gray going in here. Now the way it's looking, okay, the color is kind of ambiguous, which is a good thing. Coming up around in here. Now this one I got some of the lighter color mixed in with the gray shades, and that's fine. Remember, if it looks a little too dark, give it some time, let it dry. You'll see that it's not dark at all. All right. And we're going to start scumbling rather, patterns and shapes on these fellas. All right. Okay, now we're going to go into our lighter color. And I like primarily to use the side of the brush. Okay, because it gives me interesting little patterns and whatnot. I'm going to start with this big guy right here. He's not going to have too much there on him. He's kind of facing us. Okay, he'll have a little bit up here, like around in that area there. Okay, I got a little bit left over, so I'm going to kind of bring some of that highlight love over here on this guy, just like that. It's almost like shaping the clouds, but they're some rough looking clouds. Get rid of some of that stuff on the bottom there. Come up here on the top a little bit. Just like that. And I'm just scumbling shapes. Kind of blend out some of this stuff here a little bit. Now remember, you'll be going back over these a few times because, you know, acrylic dries and it dries flat. So what might be super bright now will not be super bright in about 4 minutes or less. And you're just getting secondary tones of where you might think some of these. There we go. Don't get rid of all your dark. Okay. Don't get rid of all your dark. There, I'm wiping off my paint off this little tiny brush, and I'm gonna dry brush and blend in the rest there. We've not yet got to the highlights yet, but we're gonna get there in a few seconds. Blend all that in. Real nice. Okay. Let's go some more white. Titanium white. Look down here. I'm going into that previous gray color. Alright. I'm not going to overblend too much. The brighter the highlight, the less of it you need. We're going to go in here. Pop one here. Pop one here. Pop a little something over here. Right on the tip there. Alright. I'm going to do all of these in one fell swoop. I got to be kind of quick because there's no glycerin, nothing on the brush or in the paint. Okay, pop one right here, mainly on the edge there. Same for this guy. Pop a little bit right here. Going back into it one more time. Up in here. All right, I'm doing this with a quickness because this stuff will dry in a snap of a finger. All right, let's blend this fella in. See that? Soft blend. Scumble it right in there. Scumble it right in there. See, the paint's damp, so you're gonna have to really work on it real fast here. But basically, you want to just soft blend. There we go. Look at the way some of those are looking. Okay. Just like that. Softly blend it in there. All right. I'm going to take some of my gray, a little bit, and we'll return some of that dark in there a little bit. Only a certain spots will pop some of that dark back in there. If you find it's too bright in some areas, you can always take some dark gray, whatever little bit of dark you have, and you can kind of return some of that. Blend it right in there. It's really up to you. Maybe you want your rocks a little dark. Maybe you want them a lot lighter. Definitely up to you on how you portray your rocks, how you want to see them. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's get a little bit of, just a little bit of glycerin. I'm going into the dark gray. I'm going to get a little bit of black. So I'm using some of that dark gray, some of that black, and some glycerin. A little bit of glycerin here. Okay. Why am I doing that? Well, you know all the rocks need a little shadow. Right in here. Right in here. Put it right in there. Okay. And very lightly. Very lightly. Bring it on out a little bit. Just like that. Bring him out there just a little bit. Same thing with this guy. This guy's out here like this. Follow the shape of that fella. Okay? Just like so. Something like that. Like that. Get some nice movement going. These will be a little darker there. Just like that. Bring it downward. Bring you downward too. Just like that. Bring it around. Okay, now we're gonna really sell that look. This time we're gonna bring our mighty palette knife back into action here. All right, let's get a little swipe of that little half gray, half white. It's gonna appear white here anyway. And we're just gonna come right on across with it like that a little bit. Get some more. Come right around in here. Well, we'll just get some stuff happening around here a little bit, and then we'll just kind of rub some of that out there. I'm gonna need some more white. Take some of that white, drag it out, cut across a little bit, and we'll brighten some of these up here, just like that. Bring it right out. Okay. And I'll do this one too. Bring it right out, nice horizontal kind of line. We'll kind of play around with some of that. Come on, right on around. Get some more. We'll play around in here a little bit. Come on around here. Get some more white. And really have a good time with it here. Just come back out, brighten some of these up. Swing it around a little bit like that. Come up around and get rid of some of that. Spread it out a little bit like this. A little turbulence in the water there. All right, and all right. So let's pull back. Let's see what we got so far. Let's lift it up here. So this is what we have. I'll draw back a little bit here. And there. This is what we have so far. Okay. As far as our rocks, our trees, our incredibly stormy clouds, all we have left is the house, or the cottage, whatever you like to call it. Now, when I peel this off, what it will look like, excuse my head, what it will look like is a black and white photograph surrounded by all this color. All right. So I'm gonna gently see if I can get this all off in one fell swoop. Nope. Yeah, ain't gonna happen. I tried. I might get it this time. Come on, there we go. All right, now you obviously, until I focus it, you're not gonna see really a lot of the detail. But you know, I took 2-inch masking tape, covered it all. After I drew the house in, 2-inch masking tape covered it all. All right, and then I cut it out. There, that should be good enough there. We'll center that guy right here. Boy, talk about having a little fun. Here's the good part. You got to incorporate all of this and make it match in here. All right. Okay, and we're going to do that. This is going to involve a lot of glazing. Okay. And probably I'll use a shorter brush. I'll use a 1/2 inch long-haired, long-bristled 1/2 inch. All right. So I'm using one of these guys. All right. So we're gonna incorporate different colors and whatnot, but we're gonna put the glycerin in there with it, so the whole thing will be more or less a glaze. Okay. It's your choice on what color you would want your little cabin. All right. But right now, before I do any of that, I'm going to add colors you just wouldn't commonly think I would add. So I got a little bit of red and some glycerin. Okay, more glycerin than red. Okay, and I'm going to just start adding bits of red to this guy like this. Look at this. I know it doesn't make any sense to you yet. Okay, something like that. All right, I'm wiping off some, and now I'm just going to put it right into the paint, right into the paper here. Some down at the bottom. Now I'm going to take a little bit of blue. I'm going to do the same thing, glycerin in blue. Probably got a little bit of green in it and all that. Right here where I think the shaded part of the house would be around here anyway, so I'm going to take a little bit of blue and kind of bring that little curve in there like this. See, the glycerin is moving this stuff around. Okay, just like that. Even if you think it's a little too dark, it's not, because you can wipe a lot of this away. All right, remember, this is glycerin. It makes your paint opaque. You follow me? I'm just wiping off a little bit of it. I'm going to kind of glaze that door a little bit. A little shadow in that door. Like that. Okay, and why not? A little bit of that glaze into the window area to keep it pretty dark here. Into the windows. Just like that. Now with glaze, once it's in there, you can add other colors in there. I'm wiping it off my brush. All right, remember, it's still moving around, so I can see this. See, I can move that into the maroon a little bit. Don't worry about going outside the lines, because it's not going to really make a difference with the stuff that's already been painted. Like here in the back here, don't worry about that. That comes right off. So don't worry about that. All up in here, look at this. Now I can really just shade stuff in. See this? Wait till I add the brown to this. Okay. All up in here where the shadow would be. Just take it and kind of feather it a little bit. All this matters. All of this counts. Trust me. It does. It really does. Kind of blend some stuff here. Just like that. All right. I'm going to take a little bit of yellow. A little bit of glycerin. And we'll pop some of that in there. Just like that, right on top of other stuff. Okay. A little orangey. Like that. I know it doesn't make any sense. I know it doesn't. But that's okay. Trust me, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. I swear you will. We'll keep it kind of on the cool side over here. All right, we'll bring some of this all up in here. Why not? Just like that. And some little markings all up in here. It's okay. Just like so. Let's get a little bit of that thin gray. Let's do a little something with these rocks up here. Right up in here. This is definitely more paint than anything else. But that's okay. Watch what I'll do. Okay. Now, I just put that on here so it's not entirely super dry yet, but you can kind of see this. Take some water, eke in some high spots in there like that. Okay. It's going to be a little darker on the other side, right around in here. I'm just getting a little bit of actual umber. And I'll put the umber right in there. Just like that. So we got two sides here. Actually, I did it wrong. The darker side is on this side. So I did that wrong. That's okay. I'm gonna correct that. I did do that wrong. That was my fault. So we're gonna take that off and we're gonna correct that. Take a thirsty brush. Just wipe it off. That was my mistake. Okay, we're gonna try that number all over again. This time the umber goes this way. This is the dark half. Just like that. That's the dark half right there. That's the dark half. That was my bad. Let's take a little bit of orange and umber. We'll warm it up and we'll put it right here. That is the lighter half. That is the lighter half. Okay. Of course, it's not going to stay that bright orange. I'm going to fade that out a little bit. We'll get a little bit of umber. We'll put it in there just like that. Just like so. There. Okay. Now that I've did that, now I can take a little more umber with deepen this part right here a little bit more. it's still going to be two different colors, two different sides there. All right, now since we're on that kick with the orange, I might as well do it. We'll pop some of that right up in here like this, and we'll bring some of that right on down here, something like this, just like that. Fade it right in there, just like that. Have no worries. Have no worries. Be all right. It will be all right. There. Put some of those colors in there, just like this. Put them in there, just like that. Wait till you see what happens when you add the brown and stuff in there. Okay. So we got a little bit of that established. Let's go a little bit of glycerin. I'm going into my umber, and I'm going into my orange. Orange and umber, orange and umber, orange and umber, right here. You see that look? We'll darken it up a little bit, just like that. You need more glycerin than you need actual paint right now. Because remember, the vegetable glycerin will make this stuff transparent. Okay. Okay, ready for this? We'll do the dark side first. Just come and cover it all. Even the windows, cover it. Cover the whole thing. Cover it. Cover it. Flip the brush around, just cover it right up, like that. If you can do it, keep the striations in there. They'll look like wood planks. Keep it in there, like that. Look at that. How's that for color? Now, if you're worried about all of this right here, you see how that disappears? See that? One thirsty brush will take care of all of that. Okay. You clean your brush with water, because your water cut through glycerin like a hot knife through butter. And you just get rid of it. Just like that. Just get rid of it. Okay. But if you try to get rid of too much of it, you get that white patch in there like that. The white patch will be taken care of a little bit later. Don't worry about the white patch. Just take it and cut right across. Get it right out of there. There. It's the end of that. Get it as close as you can. All right. Okay. So don't worry about little dark patches and stuff you see like all around in here. Plop another dark patch in there and no one will notice. Okay. All right. So you got that part established already. All right. And it's just glycerin and the darker colors that were in it originally. I'm going to take a little bit of yellow, put it in with my brownish color with the glycerin. And we're going to do the same thing here. Just cover it right in there. Getting some more. There's plenty of glycerin. Spread it right out. Just go right on across. Right on across. Even across the window. Alright, just like so. You see some of the brightness hits where those yellow patches are? Alright. Come right across with it. Look at that. Is that neat or what? Check that out. I'm just taking a little bit of blue, a little bit of black, a little bit of glycerin, not too much. Right in here, pop in some shadows, some striations of shadows in there, all up in here. Travel down a little bit like that. Some nice shadow colors happening there. have it come down a little bit like that. Don't worry about the striations that you see with the glaze, because it starts to spread. So don't worry about that. Okay, even this is starting to blend. I'll take my soft brush, very soft, and very carefully kind of soften up some of that there. Get rid of some of those streak marks real soft. Okay. I'm going to go from left to right a little bit. Just like that. Look at that. All that for smooth. You can do the same thing here. Smooth it out a little bit. Just be careful. Pick and choose your little spots to do whatever you feel you need to do there. Okay. There we go. It's crazy looking, right? How you would get such blended colors. But it's all part of the fun. All part of the fun. A little more darkness over here though. And swing it around there. Bring some of that dark back into those windows there. Just like that. All right. Take a little bit of water, kind of clean this up a little bit. Just like that. Just tidy it up a little. Didn't mean to do that to it though. That's what that water will do. I just bring it back a little bit. Bring some of that back. Get that out of there. Just like that. Bring it back. Don't worry about the streaks. The streaks will blend itself out. There. They will mesh and blend in together. Okay. A little bit of glycerin. Going back into my little bit of glaze here. I'm gonna add a little more red to that glaze. Get a little more glycerin. Definitely have to be a lot of glaze here, because we're going up top, right up here. Right up here like this. Just giving it a little bit of overlap. Turn the brush over. I got more on the other side here. See the nice line of color right there. Bring it all the way to the end there. Just like that. Glaze it all up in there. And I'm just going across and just evening things out. I can even glaze over this. It doesn't matter. It just brings it out a little bit more. Just like so. Okie dokie then. Okay. So as I'm looking at it, checking it out overall, I'm going to glaze some more umber and a little bit of black, because I want a stronger shadow side, and I'm going to get it This. You can't be fearful when you do things like this. Like I said, all you're doing is glazing color on top of color anyway. And definitely going to get a nice shadow on this side. See this? Make sure you try to cover all of it though. There we go. See, they're a little darker over there. There. Much like so. Yep, I'm getting rid of this stuff down here. A little bit of water. Wipe the brush off, get a little bit more water. Okay, it's more of a thirsty brush there. It just cuts that glycerin right out of there. Okay, just like that. See if I got a little bit of green. If not, I'll just make some green real quick here. A little blue, a little yellow. Darken it up with a little bit of red there. This is all paint, no glycerin or anything. Pop some of that in there. Like that. Alright. Okay. So as I'm still checking things out here, more or less. Add some character to this fella right up in here like that. Why not add a little red up in there and down here like that. And once again, do the same premise. I'm just not pressing as hard. Not pressing as hard. Bring it right down to the end there. Anybody can do this. It's fun. You do all sorts of interesting things with it. Just like so. Playing around with all this glaze here. Aim it downward. Like that. Spread some of it down, aim it downward there a little bit. And I go across. Even that out a little bit. Okay. Just getting a little bit of black. Right in. Actually, let me get rid of some of this. I'm going the other way. I'm getting rid of some of that glaze right up in here. Spread my bristles out. Just get rid of some of the glaze. Right in there like that. Let's see. Get rid of some of the glaze here. Just like that. All right. Let's get a little bit of black. Give him a little shadowy thing there. I like the little fade there that's going on with it. Yeah, I like the little fade that's happening here. Alright, so it's not like entirely covered, like sneaking in a little bit of light in there or something. Okay, I'm taking off most of that black. And I'm going over the door a little bit, just to gray out that door. So it's not so super bright blue. I might have to get a little bit of brown. Put that brown in there like that. There we go. Brown that door up a little bit. Just like that. Okay. Alright. I like that brown, so let's get a little bit of that brown and come up here and play around a little bit in this. Patch it around a little bit. That. And as I'm doing it, I'll just go across. I'll make it go across a little bit. Like that. There. Go across a little right in here. A little darkness in there. Just go across. Kind of match the flow of the wood here a little. Just like that. Just go across. Alright. Got that nice little spot right there. Alrighty then. Shadow. Our sequel. Okay. Let's pull back. Let's see what we got so far. Interesting. 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 Let's do something else before we call it a day. Let's go a little bit into our ochre, or what is that? Ochre and our black? Umber, excuse me, umber and black. Not ochre and black, umber and black. This put a little something right in here. Right here. Something up here like this. Okay. Let's spread him out a little bit. He's got little roots hanging there. Something like that. A little umber. This is no glister or anything, just straight paint. Still looking at it. We're almost done. want to go too crazy with it. Let's get a little bit of white, a little bit of yellow. What it is, so. Okay, just put it right in here. Just a little couple taps right in there. Because I put so much of it on there. Alright, I'm going to have to get a brush, and a smaller brush, and kind of thin out the herd, so to speak. I put too much on there. So I'll just use it to my advantage, just to scrumble some patches in there, like this. With a smaller brush. Kind of lean some of that out there. Just like that. A little bit. I have so much on, I have to take it actually off of my brush and put it on the smaller brush. Sad, but true. Yeah, sad. I got so much of this stuff on here. But it's okay. We will make it happen. We will make it happen. I'm known for doing stuff like that. Right up in here. Come on down. Right up around here. Like I said, it'd be very interesting to see what Karen does with this. Can't wait to see her rendition of it, and she'll do it in oils, of course. And I'm just, as you can see, just highlighting one side of this guy. Okay. A little orange. A little sienna or umber. Not sienna, it's umber. And a little yellow. Okay, okay. Like I don't have to go overly crazy with it. And I pretty much think that we're just about done with it here, to be honest with you. Maybe I can just scumble a little bit of darkness in those rocks. Just taking a little bit of black, and I'm just gonna kind of pop in some dark in there in certain areas there, just to return some of my darkness back into the rocks. A little bit here on the bottom, in there. And you see, it's just a soft brush. I'm just toning in some of that, some darkness, returning some of that back. You don't need too much, you know, around the bottom here, around the sides there. Get some of that mysteriousness back. Back here. Sometimes it just takes us a couple touches. Kind of subdue them a little. Okay, that's all. Okay. I can take some of that. Watch this. I'm gonna take some glaze. Take a little bit of black. Now remember, it makes it transparent. Okay, and I can return some real depth into some of these fellas right up in here without trying so hard. See this instant glaze of black, and it just brings back some of the depth into some of that groundwork there. See that? Look at that. Okay. See how you can bring some of that back? Okay. I can subdue a little bit of that back there too. Some of these bushes can do for some. A little bit of glaze back there. Alright. But you see how you can get all of that done? Just a little bit of glaze and some black. Okay, just because you use black don't mean it's gonna overly cover everything. It won't. Alright, you're just glazing a few things on here. Like back here, you can kind of single out that rock by adding some of this. Real gentle like. See, you're not covering up all the yellow. Right, you're just toning down some of that color. That's all. Okay. I don't think I need really anything else. I had a bush or something. I'll show you how I do it. With this same blender, I can pop in a nice little happy bush right in here. Just like that. Have it come above the window a little bit. And a little bit past the door. Get a little bit of white. And a little yellow. And pop in a little highlight here too, right in there like this. See that? Just turn the brush around and slap in some highlights there. Come down here, pop in a couple like that. Just like so. Alright, pop in a little bit over there. Okay. Okay. Soften some of that. There, it's like that. Just soften it up a little bit. Still looking at it here. Seeing is there anything else I need to add to this? Oh, not really. I think we're pretty much all right. Okay. All right. Okay, well, this is what we got. You know I'm going to whack a frame on it real quick. 11 by 14 inch frame. It will look like that. Of course, you know, the sides are going to show because it's not the right size frame, but it pretty much looks like this, okay? Okay. Let's see what it looks like with the frame I actually bought for this thing. Should look like this. There. Get my little fingers out of there. All right. This is what it would look like in a black frame. I need to get a lighter frame to kind of showcase it a little bit better. But that's what it looks like with a solid black frame. Okay. All right. So I've incorporated the tree in the inside of this painting just to include this guy. Put a bush in there, obscure the dark windows. Yeah. So I kind of incorporated a little bit of everything in here. Okay. The green was made with phthalo blue and cad yellow, or black and cad yellow. All right. To incorporate all the greens. The only thing that I've really used black for, you can't even see it, which would be the corner part of the sky, and down below when I did the whole sky. You only see a piece of what I've done. Okay. But I hope you learned something with this. I had extra time on my hands at the time of the recording of this, so it was the perfect time as any to get one of these done. So that's why I did it and all that good stuff. And this is kind of a challenge for my artistic partner in crime there, Karen Underwood, who resides over the pond. Okay. And I'll send her, at the time of this recording, I will send her a picture of this, and then she can tackle it any way that she wishes. This ought to be fun to see what her rendition would be. So, as I sign my name on this, thank you for watching. I really hope you gain something from this. I think the video, but even by the time I edit it, it will be pretty lengthy. But I do appreciate you watching. And please visit Home Artist Academy, where we go a little more in depth, take our time, and you can ask questions and get a direct response. All that good stuff. So, got quizzes up there and the whole 9 yards. It's a nice site, very professionally done. And she has some of the most beautiful flowers you would ever see. All right. So come and visit us at Home Artist Academy. Love to see you. All right, guys. Until next time. Peace.